I am Mr. Sandeep Dattatreya Kardile, M Farm Pharmaceutics, lecturer, Mula Rural Institute of Pharmacy, Sony, and today I am giving presentation on sterilization part 2. First of all, contents of my presentation. Generally used sterilization methods in laboratory, filtration, then radiation, chemical methods of sterilization, and monitoring effectiveness of sterilization, and lastly, summary and conclusion. First of all, filtration. Filtration, it helps to remove bacteria from heat labile liquids. Second, items, that is sera and solutions of sugars or antibiotics. Principle, as viruses pass through the ordinary filters, filtration can be used to obtain bacteria-free filtrates of clinical samples for virus isolation. Types of filters. First, candle filters, asbestos filters, then sintered glass filters, then membrane filters. First, candle filters. They are used for purification of water for industrial and drinking purposes. These are manufactured under different grades of porosity. There are two types of candle filters. First is unglazed ceramic filters and second is diatomaceous filters. First, asbestos filters, disposable or single use disc, then they tend to alkalinize filtered liquids. Usage is discouraged because of its carcinogenic property. For example, seeds and sterimet filters, they are having carcinogenic property. Then sintered glass filters, they has low absorptive properties and they are also brittle and expensive. Then membrane filters, they are made up of cellulose esters or other polymers, usually used for water purification and analysis, sterilization and sterility, testing and preparation of solutions. Two types of radiation: ionizing radiation and non ionizing radiation. Non ionizing radiation, infrared, used for rapid mass sterilization of pre-packed items such as syringe and catheters. UV, used for disinfecting enclosed area such as entryways, operation theaters and labs. Ionizing radiation, and then gamma rays, X rays. They are used for sterilizing plastics, syringes, swabs, catheters, animal, then feeds, cardboard, oils, greases, fabric, and metal foils. Chemical methods of sterilization. Firstly, chemical agents. Action of chemical agents. First, protein coagulation. Second, disruption of cell membrane resulting in exposure, damage or loss of contents. And third, removal of sulfhydryl group essential for normal functioning of enzyme substrate competition. Commonly used chemical. Firstly, alcohol. It is frequently used are ethyl alcohol, isopropyl alcohol. These must be used at a concentration 60 to 90%. And third, isopropyl alcohol used in disinfection of clinical thermometer. Then methyl alcohol is effective against fungal spores and treating cabinets and incubators. Fifth, methyl alcohol is also toxic and inflammable. Aldehyde, in that formaldehyde, it is having bactericidal property, it is also sporicidal and has lethal effect on viruses. Second, used to preserve anatomical specimens, destroying anthrax spores on hair and wool. Ethylene oxide. Action is due to its alkyl alkylating the amino, carboxyl, hydroxyl, and sulfahydryl groups in protein molecules, also on DNA and RNA. Then items: heart, lung machines, respirators, sutures, dental equipment, books, and clothing. Formaldehyde gas. This is widely employed for fumigation of OT, that is operation theatre, and other rooms. Formaldehyde is produced by adding 150 gram of KMNO4 to 280 ml of formalin for every 1000 cubic centimeter or cubic feet of room volume after closing the windows and other outlets. After fumigation, the door should be sealed and left unopened for 48 hours. Then beta-propiolactone. Beta-propiolactone, they are a product of ketan and formaldehyde with a boiling point of 163 degrees Celsius, having a rapid bactericidal activity but carcinogenic, capable of killing all microorganisms and is very active against viruses. Surface active agents. Surface active agents, substances that alter the energy relationship at interfaces, producing a reduction of surface or interfacial tension is called as surface active agents. These are widely used as wetting agents, detergents, and emulsifiers. There are four main groups: anionic, cationic, non-ionic, and amphoteric. Metallic salts. Though all salts have a certain amount of germicidal action depending on their concentration, salts of heavy metal have a greater action. For example, salts of silver, copper, and mercury. These are protein coagulants and have capacity to combine with free sulfhydryl group of cell enzymes. Monitoring effectiveness of sterilization. To ensure that sterilization has been successful, the process of sterilization and not the end product is tested. Indicators have been developed to monitor the effectiveness. Mechanical indicators. These indicators, which are a part of autoclave or dry heat oven itself, record and allow you to observe time, temperature, and or pressure readings during the sterilization cycle. Chemical indicators, tape with lines that change color when the intended temperature has been reached. Pellets in glass tubes that melt, indicating that the intended temperature and time has been reached. Indicator strips that show that the intended combination of temperature, time, and pressure has been achieved. Indicator strips that show that chemicals and or gas are still effective. Chemical indicators are available for testing ethylene oxide, dry heat, and steam processes. These indicators are used internally, placed where steam or temperature take longest to reach, or put on the outside of the wrapped packs. Biological indicators. These indicators use heat resistant bacterial endospores to demonstrate whether or not sterilization has been achieved. If the bacterial and endospores have been killed after sterilization, you can assume that all microorganisms have been killed as well. After sterilization process, the strips are placed in a broth that support the aerobic growth and incubated for 7 days. The advantage of this method is that it is directly measure the effectiveness of sterilization. The disadvantage is that this indicator is not immediate as are mechanical and chemical indicators. Bacterial culture results are needed before sterilization. Effectiveness can be determined. Ideal antiseptic or disinfectant should be: first, effective against all microorganisms; second, be active in presence of organic matter; third, effective in acid and alkaline media; fourth, have a speedy action; five, have a high penetrating power; and six, it should be stable. Then conclusion: sterilization has major share in success of surgical management. No elaborate description is available in Ayurvedic texts. Hints are given to perform surgeries under aseptic precautions. Dhupana dravyas are to be studied for their crimigna properties. An attempt to evolve Ayurvedic sterilization procedure is absolute necessity. Lastly, thank you.